I want to say Happy New Year. This is a video by Debra Silverman that's going to cover the next year specific to each of the signs. So you're going to watch your sign and take a pen and write this down because I'm going to identify which one of you are going to be directly affected. So if it's Aries and your birthday is March 25th, you're going to want to listen to hear what were the dates of the personalities who are going to be directly affected by the aspects. So I'm going to go through each of the 12. You can stop the video, take a little pen, mark it down in your calendar. There's specific dates like Mercury retrogrades and when are the eclipses happening. So 2023 kicks off with an invitation to balance your personal needs with those of relationships, because Aries and Libra is one of the eclipses that we're going to talk about. And that's the conversation of Aries Libra. How much do I feel independent, stand for myself? How much do I partner? And it'll specifically affect Aries and Libra. Boundaries are going to feel a little bit blurry for Pisces. Why? Because Saturn, for the first time in 30 years, is entering Pisces. Neptune has been in Pisces at the very end of it, like the last 10 degrees, 5 degrees of Pisces. So you'll pay attention, Pisces, to listening to the degree and the dates that are being affected. But all year, Pisces are going to be getting pushed to figure out what they need to achieve. And that's specific to Saturn being in Pisces. Then we have the desire conversation. There is an eclipse with Taurus and Scorpio, and that conversation is about money and security and our appetite for life. So we'll have that conversation specific for you, Taurus and Scorpio. And there's an abundance coming for Tauruses. For the first time in 12 years, Jupiter is going to be entering Taurus. But in order to avoid the detours and the missed opportunities, you want to know about Mercury retrograde. So grab your pen. It's going to happen 4 times in 2023. December 29th to January 18th. So there's one. April 21st to May 14th. August 23rd to September 15th. And December 13th to January 1st, 2024. So we should be asking ourselves, with the conversation of Saturn being in Pisces for the first time in 30 years, where do we need to set strong boundaries? And it's not just boundaries for other people and telling them what they need to do or how to be with you. It's really a lesson this upcoming year of how do we deal with our emotional sensitivity, because the emotional wave is going to get bigger. Saturn's in Pisces. The life lesson for this entire 2023 is sensitivity, internal dialogue, dealing with the anxiety and the feeling and the zeitgeist of something's wrong, that emotional sensitivity that you can't really put your finger on because it's not specific to your own story, but you're in a mood or you're feeling vulnerable or you're scared for your children's future. That is going to be a theme in 2023 through 2025 while Saturn's in Pisces. So you setting the boundaries of not letting the emotional content that isn't even yours affect you is really a big theme of this upcoming next 2 years. How do I stabilize? How do I give myself permission to do my meditation or my prayers or my spiritual practice, my yoga? Is it working out? Is it playing video games? I don't know what your spiritual practice is, but there are ways. Astrology, by the way, is a spiritual practice. Taking the mind and focusing it with deliberate effort, saying, okay, I want to enter into a calm space. I want to be the person people can come to. That's Saturn and Pisces over the next 2.5 years. How can I manage my own internal world so I can be there for you and hold down the fort? But if I'm a victim to the emotional waves, because we're going to have big waves from the environment to the political situation to what's going on in your body, those big waves, how do I not get taken out? And that's what a boundary is. It's when I hold my inner world solid and I don't let the outer world trump me and take me out or eclipse my own internal strength. So how can I assist you to learn about boundaries? Well, we're going to go through all 12 signs and you're going to become aware that, oh, this year may be harder for you if Saturn's in Pisces as a Pisces. That doesn't mean you're going to get swamped or emotionally taken out or it's going to be a difficult year you'll hate. Quite the opposite. We listen to prophecy to profit off the awareness of what's about to happen. So I'm here to be your light in the dark, giving you an upcoming year, short little vignettes for each of the signs. And I want you to write it down. And knowing now, 4 Mercury retrogrades this year, me giving you the heads up gives you the ability to prepare for that, have it written down in your calendar, and know that that wouldn't be the time that you may want to travel extensively, or you might want to buy a house. You will pay attention. It's not to say that you shouldn't do those things. But if you're watching this video and you've got the heads up of what's coming, this is the gift of prophecy. I help you profit by becoming aware of what to pay attention to. So the question we should be asking for this upcoming year is, how do I set a strong boundary for me and me so I can maintain my centering, so I can be the healing agent or the one that helps, rather than being swamped and being totally taken out because we're all under the effect of this watery next 2.5 years. So I'm going to help you learn how to do that. And we're going to go through all 12 signs, starting with Aries, going all the way to Pisces, and you're going to grab your pen. And of course, you're going to fast forward to your sign, take the notes, but you'll also be interested in your children or your husband or your wife, just so that you can pay attention to what are the cycles we're all dealing with. So welcome to Debra Silverman's overview of 2023. I'm so happy to be here with you. And I'm so happy to give you the insight of how all the signs are going to be relating to this next era. Here we go.